You said New York is dangerous, 'cause you read that where you may.
Even the blind man could see that's not so. La, 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 la.
About 3 things I was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of him, and I didn't know how dormant that part might be, that thirsted for my blood. And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him.
Twilight in one word. Dazzling. It's about vampires. Okay, it's about this girl.
Well, it's about a girl, a young girl.
It's about an empty-headed girl with both a persecution and a superiority complex.
So, my name is Bella, and I'm a new student at Forks. And I really hate my life because I have a dad who really cares about me and is really nice. And every student there really seems to like me. And all the boys seem to really like me and want to date me. So I hate it because I don't like people being nice to me. Because, oh, I'm clumsy. That makes me relatable while falling. My life is so hard. Hard. Woo. Hard like my exposed nipple right there.
Do the vampires explode in the sun? I'm like, no, they don't, because, you know, the sun doesn't affect them like that. Actually, when Edward stands in the sun, he sparkles. And so Jeff was just kind of wondering, why the hell didn't he explode in flames? You know, like Joss Whedon has his vampires do in Buffy, because Buffy's fucking awesome. And then I said, well, you know, it's not like that. They're not like Buffy vampires. In fact, they go to high school. And Jeff said, if I'm a vampire, I'm not going to go to goddamn high school, to which I agree. If I were a vampire, I'd say screw that. I'd go travel at night, because if I didn't, I would explode in the sun.
So this pretty, yet not pretty, yet pretty, yet who knows, she's a Mary Sue, doesn't matter. She sees the boy at school who won't date anyone, you know, he's high and mighty, holier than thou and whatnot. So poor little girl who nobody likes and doesn't really like her new school and her new town, what does she do? Sets her sights on him.
They're kind of just like people that happen to drink blood and look perfect. What they should do is become models.
You know, and she agonizes and agonizes over why he won't talk to her. Why did he look at me that way? Does he hate me? I've never said anything to him. How could he hate me? This is so unfair.
It's your basic, everyday, average, young adult romance thing. It's very ordinary. Like, if you could take a romance between a human and a vampire and make it really ordinary, that's what that's all about. But because it's kind of ordinary, it's also very, like, I wouldn't say believable, but it's very realistic sounding. Like, she makes it very real. Like, all the tense parts of it seemed plausible, you know, for the characters and plot.
Anyway, there is one boy I like, and his name is Edward Cullen, but he's not very interested in me. Need to stay away from me, Bella. I'm dangerous for you. Okay. I love him because he's so hot. Anyway. So, he avoids me, but then he starts sending me mixed signals. Doing anything next week? Nope. Sweet, let's hang out. Okay. Alright. Seriously though, you need to stay away from me. Okay. I'm dangerous for you. Okay. But we're seeing each other next week, right? Yeah. I'm dangerous for you, Bella. Dangerous. Okay, see you next week. Wow.
Edward has the mood swings of a pregnant woman with multiple personality disorder.
Then some evil vampires come by and causes some drama and, believe it or not, some plot to happen. But it's a little, too late. At first he only likes her because her blood smells like flowers or strawberries or something. Who knows? I don't know. She's part Febreze or something.
Oh, Bella, I'm for some reason strangely attracted to you, probably because your blood smells like strawberries.
So anyway, turns out Edward's a vampire. Shocker. And the two magically, miraculously fall in love. Even though the only reasons we were given that they like each other is that Edward is hot and Bella smells nice. That's about it. It's not like they have personalities or anything. La 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 la. Clumsy!
Edward, I love you, but Bella, I can't be near you or else I'm gonna go crazy and kill you or some shit. But Edward, I love you anyway and I want to be near you even though you're super dangerous because you're super sexy.
Oh, and the big thing that stands out though is that they repeatedly do not have sex. They get close an awful lot. It's, you know, on the verge the whole time. It's like, wait a minute, remember, sex is bad, let's not do that.
So, can we make out now? We can't make out because my vampire teeth might hurt you. Okay, let's just have a non-tongue kiss. Okay. Mac, mac, mac. So, can we cuddle? Okay. You feel like marble. That doesn't feel very cuddly at all. So, can we ever do it? No, I might hurt you. My vampire strength. Okay, let's dry hump. La 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 la. That's all you need to know.
I read Twilight for the wrong reasons. I'll admit it. I read it because I think that if you're going to make fun of something, you should know what you're making fun of. And it really was too perfect to pass up. It's so hard to not love someone who created vampire baseball.
Well, first of all, I guess I'm a masochist. I read a lot of crappy stuff. I read bad fic. I read fandom wank. I read Potter Sues. In fact, I've had to stop reading Potter Sues because I just can't take it anymore. The Mary Sues are just whatever. Alright? I watch English dubbed anime. Actually, last week I watched an episode of Pokemon. Alright? I'm a masochist. Actually, it was kind of amusing, but enough about that.
Well, I basically started reading it because Adri wanted to do this. So I was like, hey, this gives me a totally plausible excuse for reading this book that everybody says is like hideous. So that's why I did. And was it worth it? The book was only about $10. No, I actually quite, you know what? I kind of enjoyed it. Maybe it's because I'm a helpless romantic or something, but, you know, I didn't think it was that badly written. I've read fan fiction out there, I've read and enjoyed fan fiction out there that is way worse than this. So, you know, I really have nothing to say. In fact, you know what? I'm not even as good of a writer as Stephanie Meyer. That's Stephanie Meyer. You bet.
Also, I had to read about the sparkling, you know, I had to see it there on the paper for myself before I would believe that people were actually serious. And if you want to, without having to wade through the whole mess of things, just go to the store, flip to the beginning of chapter 13, first paragraph. Bella talks about sparkling.
Really, Stephanie Meyer, your imagination, I would love to live in your brain for like one day.
You know, Edward says, if you saw me walking down Main Street, I'd cause traffic accidents. Which, I guess I have to agree with him. I mean, if you were driving your car down the street and all of a sudden some person walked by who was quite literally sparkling head to toe, you wouldn't be watching the road.
Edward, I love you. I love you. There's something you need to see about me. I already get that you're a vampire. Yes, but you don't understand what happens to me in the sunlight. Okay, show me. Be prepared. This is awful. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. Lack of penis in the Barbie. Sparkle. You're so beautiful.
Also, more seriously, I'm of the school of thought. I strongly believe that no one has any right to badmouth or bash a book unless they've read it themselves.
And sparkles and dazzling. I read Twilight because it was dazzling me.
So there we go. Read Twilight so I could say it sucked. What more?